Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Ali's Biology. In this video, we will discuss about the first part of the human alimentary canal, which is the mouth cavity. Now, if we talk about the mouth cavity, so its components are teeth, tongue, and we can say the salivary glands. Now, if we talk about the function of the teeth, so they grind the food. The teeth, they will grind the food into smaller pieces, and the tongue, it will, we can say, taste the food. It will taste and roll the food. While if we talk about the salivary glands, so they will secrete saliva. So whenever we talk about the saliva, so it's basically whenever we see a particular type of good food, or we can say the smell, it comes to us, so definitely the water, it comes in our mouth. So the water production is actually the saliva production. So this saliva, it contains an enzyme which is called as salivary amylase. Now this salivary amylase, it is responsible for the digestion of carbohydrates. So basically whenever we take the food, so the food, it normally contains the starch, which is a polysaccharide. So this starch, which is a complex carbohydrate called as polysaccharide, it will be converted into maltose, which is basically a disaccharide. So in the previous videos we have discussed about the polysaccharide, that it is basically a chain of glucose molecules or a chain of simple sugar molecules. So whenever it is being broken, so what will happen? Now maltose will be formed, which is a disaccharide. It means that this disaccharide, it will be composed only of two. Each maltose molecule will be composed only of two simple sugar molecules, or we can say two glucose molecules. Okay, after this, in addition to this, we say that actually there are, we can see, three functions of the mouth cavity. As a whole, if we talk about the, we can say, functions of the mouth cavity, so we can say that there are three functions of the mouth cavity. Okay, number one or number A is food selection. Food selection. So the food selection will be taken place with the help of the teeth and tongue. How? Because if we talk about the teeth, so teeth, they will detect the food whether it is soft or hard. So if it is hard, so our, we can say, mouth cavity will not accept it, so we will not eat that. If it is soft, so definitely what will happen, our teeth will accept that, our mouth cavity will accept that, and we will, we can say, take that food. The tongue, it will taste the food. It will taste the food. If it is good, so definitely that will be taken in, and if it is, for example, not good, it is not being liked by the tongue, so definitely it will not be taken by, we can say, our mouth cavity. Okay, then after the second function is mastication. So mastication means the breakdown of large particles of food into smaller particles. So we can say that food will be broken down into smaller pieces. So that will be done by means of teeth. Okay, the third function of this, we can say, mouth cavity is lubrication. Lubrication and chemical digestion. Lubrication and chemical digestion. And this lubrication and chemical digestion will be done by means of saliva. So this is a fluid which is being produced by the salivary glands. So this saliva, basically this saliva, it contains an enzyme which is called as salivary amylase. So this salivary amylase, it will break the starch, which is basically a polysaccharide. It will break this starch into maltose, which is a disaccharide. So what does it mean? It means that if we talk about the digestion which is taking place inside the mouth cavity, it is basically mechanical as well as chemical. Both of the, we can say, digestion, they are taking place inside the mouth cavity, mechanical and chemical. So inside the mouth cavity, we say this thing that here we have the mechanical digestion. So I am representing the digestion with the help of this only capital D. So this this capital D, it represents the digestion. So mechanical digestion as well as chemical digestion, it takes place inside the mouth cavity. If we talk about the mechanical digestion, so it will be taken place by means of two structures which are present inside our mouth cavity, and these are the teeth and tongue. So teeth, they will grind the food into smaller pieces, which is called as mastication, and tongue, it will roll the food so that it can be swallowed easily by the human. So this is the, we can say, mechanical digestion. And chemical digestion, it will be done by means of saliva, because this saliva, it contains the salivary amylase. So this salivary amylase, it will, we can say, convert the starch, which is, we can say, the polysaccharide, a complex carbohydrate. It will convert this starch, which is a polysaccharide, into smaller unit, which is maltose, which is a disaccharide. So basically this starch is a complex molecule. It is made up of many sugar molecules, simple sugar molecules, or many glucose molecules. When they get joined together, so they will make a polysaccharide. If this polysaccharide starch, it is being broken down into smaller units, so that each molecule, it is composed of two sugar units, or we can say two glucose molecules, so that will be a disaccharide. So that is basically maltose. So in this way, we can say the digestion of the, we can say, food, it gets completed inside the mouth cavity. And remember this thing, that what type of digestion takes place here. So mechanical and chemical digestion, both of them, they are taking place inside the mouth cavity. And in addition to this, you must remember this thing, that what we can say, what type of food it gets digested inside the mouth cavity. So remember this thing, that only the digestion of the carbohydrate will be taken place inside the mouth cavity. There will be no digestion of proteins, there will be no digestion of fats or lipids. So this was all about the digestion inside the mouth cavity of the human. I hope so that you understand. Thank you very much.